He is gonna sit on the edge of the or on the like helm of the boat and just like watch waves for a couple hours while everybody sleeps, and it's both beautiful and terrifying.
It is. The depth of it is intense and interesting, and I'm now very interested to see how this is gonna go because, yeah, immediately I shoved you into the water first chance I got.
Right?
Um, in which case, this is gonna be kind of interesting. So, yeah, you guys have had a full day, and Milo and Kid eventually retire to the downstairs of a boat, which is definitely what that's called.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep.
Look, I'm like the opposite of Yuji. Like I go into the water on my own. That's
Yep.
that's it's not boats are not involved.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fish. I feel
I
that.
mean, we
I'm a
had
fish.
boats when
Yep.
we went on the lake in Minnesota. Like when we were at my grandparents' house, like we always had boats. We didn't really go swimming.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's
we
fair.
did like tubing and stuff, but
Meanwhile, there's me, and I just walk into the ocean and don't come out for like 5 hours because I'm just out there.
yep.
Um.
Respect.
All right. So I'm getting distracted. Um. You are alone. I would say Captain D also eventually retires, or at least you don't know where she is. And you're out there. Do you have your Pokemon with you, or are you just on your own?
Yeah. Evie is in his lap, and Pyra's probably like behind him, just in case there's like splashing of water.
Okay. I have some questions for you, which I think I may have asked you previously, but I just want to double check. Above the board, does the gym leader, I'm like, I can just refer to him as your dad, does your dad know that you have left? Have you sent him any sort of memo or anything to be
No.
like, hey, I'm going on a Pokemon journey?
When he didn't get any, huh?
The idea that you would send it like a family memo. Hey, I'm out. You guys, good luck, I guess. See you.
Bye. Yeah, but no, when he didn't get any sort of like question texts, emails, or anything from his dad about the whole fiasco or anything, he did not message him at all.
Okay.
He didn't tell him anything.
Okay, but your dad would probably know that you were taking the test for Pokemon.
Yeah, but everybody else got like stuff from their parents about the train crash.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, you didn't give Officer Jenna your name, is what you specifically said. So
It would have depended on if it was necessary for legal reasons.
I think we specifically roleplayed you not giving her your name.
That's what I remember too.
So
maybe
evasiveness.
Yep, it was a lot of evasiveness.
He would have, if there was like the second we got out of the tunnel, if there was like legal stuff that we had to talk about with the other officers, then he would have had to.
Okay.
But he didn't tell like Officer Jenna anything necessarily.
Okay. In which case, that's probably all I wanted to double check. That's kind of what I assumed, but you feel your phone buzzing in your pocket. And as you pull it out and glance at it,
take it out and look at the screen.
It is probably who you think it is. It is your dad calling you.
He'll let it ring just before it will automatically hang up and then answer.
Okay. You saying anything?
What?
There's a long beat of silence. And then a tired voice that just goes, "Where are you right now?"
On a boat?
Excuse me? What? Why are you on a boat?
Going to Cinnabar.
What do you mean you're going to... Don't make this any more complicated than it has to be. Why are you going to Cinnabar? Why did I find out an hour ago from a police officer that apparently you were one of the unnamed people involved in the train crash the other day? You didn't think it pertinent to inform me?
You didn't ask, and we were fine.
How was I supposed...
They contacted everybody else like that night. I figured
Right.
he just didn't give a shit.
Everybody else didn't refuse to give the police officers their name. Look,
Wrote
I
it
am
down.
glad you are safe. And I have another question for you. Do you happen to know who broke into my gym the other night? Because I have a feeling it may be one of your little friends.
No, maybe you should get better locks.
And what would you know about the state of my locks?
That if someone broke in, they were probably shitty.
Listen, I understand that you are still only 14, and you don't quite understand how serious this is, but there is a reason. There is a reason that I was so angry, that you were so disrespectful about this entire thing. Do you think I don't understand how much you want to run off on a little adventure with Pokemon, but do you not think that I know at least a little bit about how dangerous it is and how much more seriously you should be taking it?
You seem to have a grand time. All the stories I remember were how cool it was, and you had your little girl posse following you all around.
Well, we all have to grow up sometime.
Exactly. I'm growing up.
I don't see any evidence of that yet. Fine.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Evidently
I'm not
so.
coming back.
Just...
I
If you
What-
do have that Eevee, because something tells me that if I were to tell you that it went missing, you would not be so surprised. Especially given the
No,
fact
I'm
that I've
shocked.
received a notification that the ownership was transferred to someone else a day ago. And that stubborn new idiot at the Oak Lab is not answering my messages.
They're cool. Cooler than you ever would have been.
Oh, is that
If
how
you
it
ever
is? You're
even wanted-
cool now. You think that I can't believe this is... Look, I can't stop you from making stupid decisions,
Nope.
but I hope you'll at least learn something from them.
More than you ever taught me. Which was nothing. I hope you realize. You didn't even give me any Pokeballs after You didn't give me anything after I finished my test. You didn't even care.
You didn't inform me that you'd finished your test. Do you think I'm somehow omnipotent enough to know when you had been testing?
Probably.
That's
Knowing you.
not how it works. You're still just a child. Fine.
I'm not a kid.
Then prove it. And there's a click. And he hangs up.
Takes like 5 seconds not to chuck his phone into the ocean.
Roll a
I
wisdom
feel that
saving throw.
impulse. Yeah.
But he just like drops it on the deck and then just like lays down. And
Ivory slowly comes over to your face and kind of nuzzles your cheek and begins to lick the rim of your ear kind of worriedly.
he looks up for a second, remembers that she's there, and grabs Ivory and holds her, not painfully but tightly to his chest, and kind of screams a little bit into her fluff.
Yell into a pillow therapy. Yep. Okay. I would say Pyrus probably also watching. Clearly not quite aware of what's going on, but just kind of comes over and also sits down next to your head.
After that, he'll probably spend the rest of the night on the deck of the ship then. He'll probably just sleep up here.
Okay. It's not comfortable. But you can probably find, like, you know, a little sandbag or something to use as a makeshift pillow. Yeah. And you're young.
That and my little shock blanket, and just curls up.
Okay.
Shock blanket.
That I stole from the ambulance.
That's true. You do have that. Okay. And you slowly go to sleep. It's not necessarily a super restful sleep, but you do go to sleep. In which case, we are going to go to, well, the next morning.
Morning. Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to actually delete her because she's real big. She's still there. She is just real big.
Yeah.
Look at the little magic card.
And the pigeon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the little pigeon. Oh, shit.
Alright. Well, guys, you wake up, you're on a boat. Who's waking up first? Although, I will say Milo's probably waking up
at
first.
dawn,
But
as the sun rises.
Yep.
Body just wakes him up, and he wants to go for a run, but he can't, so instead he just does stretches.
Okay.
And then eventually we'll notice that V is gone. And go looking for him.
Okay. You find him up on the deck, curled up. It looks like, aside from the shock blanket, somebody has also taken, like, a kind of an old, knitted blanket and thrown it over, over V as well. But, you know, he's being kept pretty warm by both of his Pokemon, just kind of, like, nestling in, like, the neck and, like, just in your arms, kind of, so.
He just smiles and then heads to the helm to see if he can find D, if she's awake.
Okay, yeah. She is at the helm, and she's just kind of, it looks like she's reading, like, a small novel, but also kind of, like, glancing up every once in a while. Whatever the boat, again, I don't know how boats work, but it's the future, so boats on autopilot.
Yeah.
Autopilot.
It's just cruising.
It's just cruising, yeah.
Just point them in a direction and they just go.
That's like how I assume boats work. Yeah. She's just kind of reading, and she looks up, she says, oh, hey, well, morning there. Sunny? Milo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Milo. How'd you sleep? Feeling seasick yet?
I don't think he would be feeling seasick. I don't think he gets seasick.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
No. I've not spent a lot of time out on the water, but it's pretty nice.
Isn't it? I've only taken this up in recent years, but yeah, it's a nice little retirement job for me.
Oh, what'd you do before this?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, well, back in my day, you see, we had to do quite a bit of everything. A little bit of everything, but, yeah. Dabbled, I was an assistant for a Pokemon professor for a while, and then I, eventually, and then after, well, let's see, no, that was in, hold on. And she begins to, like, kind of think and begin to do math mentally. And then she just kind of goes, open up a restaurant for a while. But then decided I didn't really like that so much, and then, yeah, decided to come over here.
Well, that's a confusing adventure, but it sounds like it was a lot of fun. And he looks around. Is there, like, a kitchenette or anything in here to cook with?
Yeah, there's a little kitchenette, like, in the back.
I'm gonna get something cooked up for myself. Do you want anything?
Oh, well, thank you, Sonny. I mean, I already ate, made myself, and there's some coffee if you'd like some. I don't know if kids drink coffee these days, but, there's still some left in the pot if you'd like, or you can make more. Feel free to use anything.
Kinda looks at it. No, it makes me all weird, shaky. I don't quite like it.
That's fair.
But, yeah. And he'll just go and make himself breakfast and wait for the others to wake up. He just goofs around with Chespin and Riolu, who they all literally just slept out of their Pokeballs and are just running around together.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, what about Kid? When's Kid waking up?
Probably not too long after. He's not a super early, but he's pretty active, so maybe an hour or so after Milo gets up. But in terms of like what he's doing, probably just groggily walking up to see what everybody's up to, what the plan is, and how far they are, because he's a hard sleeper. So he kind of isn't even fully aware that they're like at sea yet.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, where am I? Go outside and be like, oh yeah.
Whoa.
What's the
Yeah.
Morning,
Kid probably trips over V on the way out, let's be honest.
Oh man. Good morning. Where are we at? How do we tell where we're at?
If you wanted to head to the hull, are you heading to the hull?
I didn't know whether you were talking to V being tripped over and woken up or replying to Milo, because we kind of did it at the same time, so I was confused.
V would have just like grumbled and then moved over a little bit and curled back up.
Okay.
Did not wake him up, at least not fully.
All right.
It was definitely asking V, because if Milo's up there with him, he's also gonna ask Milo. If he's down somewhere, then he'll probably try to find Milo. Maybe look around a little bit, see if D over here knows where he went.
Yeah. You can probably find D. Yeah, she would probably still be where Milo found her. She'd probably have a little bit of, because I need an excuse to eat while I'm DMing. She's probably eating some apple slices, just still reading her little novella, just kind of glancing up every once in a while. When you come in, she's like, "Oh, hey, here's another one. Good to see you boys. You boys getting up early."
Rise with the dawn. Do anything to eat?
Slightly less with the dawn for me, but sure. Actually, that felt great. I almost face planted coming up here.
Well, sure. Milo's cooked something up here, and we got some fruits that I got on my last run. So
Breakfast. And now we just gotta wait for V to wake up. He was sleeping on the deck. It's
Yeah,
weird, right?
It's weird. It's also why I almost face planted.
Yeah.
But maybe attach like a blinker to him, so that doesn't happen in the future.
Yeah. He doesn't like to be outside, so I'm a little worried, but
Nah, it'll be fine. We got Pokemon.
it's true.
It's hard not to be excited, even if you don't like the outside, you know? So, might be a little bit of an adjustment for him, but we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna get a bunch of badges, kick a lot of ass, make a lot of money. He says while he's kind of patting his pocket, and he's got like very minimal Poké dollars on him at the moment, so that's kind of high on the list.
Yeah, absolutely. That's...
Yeah.
He just finishes up eating.
okay.
20 minutes after Kid had like tripped over V coming up the stairs, you guys hear like throwing up over the edge.
Oh, well, I think he's up. V, you okay?
Why? Why does it feel like I'm dying?
You're probably seasick. D, do you have anything for V? Not confusing at all, by the way. that could help with seasickness. I know that they make patches for it, but I didn't see any at the shop.
I think the best thing to do is probably to not sleep outside there, kiddo. But here, come here. I probably have something for you. And she'll probably hobble outside there. And kind of like drag you back indoors.
I'm gonna die. I'm going to die.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I
You
thought
just
the
need-
ocean was cool.
I mean, it is. It's really cool. It just.
All right, now you sit down over there, and look, you see that little
See,
lever
makes
there?
sense.
You gotta look at it. You can't keep looking around like that. Just sit still and look at a single point.
What is it?
Just look at it.
Okay,
Single
touch
point.
it.
You don't have to touch it.
Can I?
Just, and then, nope, you really don't have to. And she like kind of gently lowers your arm. Now, you can try to close your eyes. Take some deep
Makes it
breaths. How about some food? Maybe we can get some food into you.
Yeah. Me. Get another plate cooking up.
Okay.
First
Right.
time on a boat? Is that something? Are you fresh off the land?
Yeah, we didn't really go on boats that much. I mean, me and Milo have sat by the water and looked at it, but apparently that's not the same.
It's just laughing.
Incredible.
Definitely a lot more movement
Moving,
than I was expecting. But
it doesn't stop.
yeah, but you get used to it, right?
I don't know.
We hit like just like Milo just
Nope.
rocks gently without even any worry on his mind.
It goes green a little bit again.
Okay, then. All right. Here's a little bit of apple. Go ahead and chew on that for a little while. I gotta look and see what's
Okay.
up ahead of us. Now we got a whole day of traveling ahead of us, boys. Lots of open ocean, but we're gonna be heading over to a little island that everybody used to call Squirtle Island until they built all over it, and now it's called. Well,
More Squirtles.
it's usually still called Squirrel Island. Some people call it Shell Island. No, not so many
We're gonna
squirrels
find a
anymore.
Squirtle.
No, they kind of all been cut out. So, but they got a Pokemon Center there, and a nice little Pokemart. So I figure we make it there by nightfall. We can just, have you all stay at a regular Pokemon Center where you don't have to be rocked to sleep on the waves. And then, if you wanted to go around there for a while, there are some interesting things on that island, and then move on. Now,
Sounds good to me.
from Shell Island to Cinnabar takes a little bit longer than a day to get there. So, usually what ends up happening is, if I go there by myself, I happen to know a little island that's a little out of the way, but it's still viable, and I usually stop over on there. It's a nice little spot. Not really inhabited, but if you all are up for that, we can stop over, or we can just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anywhere we can go explore and see stuff,
Yeah.
that would be
I want
cool.
to see as many places as I can.
Oh, you'll see plenty. There's nothing but sea out here.
That was good.
I'm known for it. All right. Well, in that case, you try to fight off that seasickness there, dear, and I'll be right back. I gotta look and see what's up ahead of us here. I feel like there might be some storm clouds that I heard about on the weather forecast. And then she kind of hobbles out, leaving y'all.
Oh, I hope there isn't a storm. But that would make things worse, right? That sounds like it would make things worse.
Oh yeah, it'll be rough on you. Let's hope it's not.
All right. In which case, I am going to need you guys to roll 2 dice. You can have just one person roll one of them and another person roll the other, or you can select one person to roll both.
I rolled 3 nat 20, so I'm gonna elect myself to not roll
Okay.
I'll roll one.
I'll do one.
Okay. Who wants
because I
weather?
feel like I'm gonna get 2 ones now.
All right. In which case, let's just
I'll do weather.
You'll do weather. Okay. Go ahead and Milo roll me a d4, and then V roll me a 1d6.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Could be either good or bad.
No, big numbers are
Unsure.
usually bad on encounter charts. It's not positive. You don't want big numbers. You don't want anything that's like an extreme. Normally, like the 5 might be safe-ish. That could be like
Sure.
the 1.
Uh,
I don't know. We'll find out. Yay.
we'll find out. We sure will. We sure as fuck will. Give me 1 sec. I gotta get my stuff ready. Alright. You guys
Does
feel-
V say anything about the phone or after? I don't think Milo would ever
Depends.
bring it up.
Yeah, it depends if you ask about it after we eat.
I don't think so.
Then no.
Okay. He just has your phone now.
For now, he'll take it back later. Out of character, he needs a reason for him not to break it.
That's fair.
So, not having it is a good reason.
Alright. As you guys are sitting there and eating the rest of your breakfast, and I don't know about you, V, but I'm kind of imagining, like, maybe you're finally feeling a little bit better.
Probably a little bit. He's getting there after, you know... I don't know about you guys, but if I ever try to sleep on a moving vehicle, that would not work well. So I figure it's similar to that.
We'll be honest, I sleep like a baby in most situations. Like, my dad is a very avid outdoorsman, so I've slept in cars, I've slept on boats. Like,
If I could literally sleep anywhere but on a bed in total perfect, like, silence, that would be amazing.
No, Milo sleeps like I do. He sleeps like a baby on the boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I ever try to do anything while on a moving vehicle, I get very, very motion sick.
Well, we'll find out when we eventually take our cruise.
Right? I've never been on, like, a big boat.
It's so big though, you kind of lose perspective that you're
yeah,
moving.
that should be a
Yeah,
little bit
I feel like
better
that
on
would be
you.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have motion sickness on boats when I was a kid and, like, at my grandma's place, but I didn't start getting motion sick on vehicles until when was that? When we went, well, when the choir, like, London trip.
Oh man, I didn't get to go on that one.
I know. But that's when I developed, you know, extreme motion sickness in cars because we were on a bus and I was trying to write while we were on the bus and almost threw up.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yep.
Well, I hope the V doesn't suffer the same, because guess what? After you guys
I
finish all
figured you'll get used to it eventually.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
As you guys finish up your breakfast, you do actually see that D begins to hobble back towards the hole in the enchanters, and she goes, "Well, here's some news, boys. We've got some storm clouds on the horizon. Now, could be nothing, could be something, but I would just keep an eye out."
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help prepare the boat for the storms?
Well,
Is it
it's
gonna
not,
blow us over? Is that bad?
well, we're not a sailboat. There is a small chance of that. I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen. But just in case, might take a little bit to just tie things down, make sure everything is secured so it don't go flying around.
Yeah.
Might get a little bit, you know, rough on the seas there. So maybe don't eat a lot more.
But in anticipation, I'll take my Pokemon back in.
Okay.
Their Pokeballs.
All right.
Yeah,
Just in case.
That's pretty smart.
All right.
It'll do him, and if she mentions potentially helping tie some stuff down, he'll help her and Milo start battening down the hatches and all that.
All right. Yeah, you guys are.
He just follows around uselessly.
I expect nothing less. Yeah, you
Yep.
guys are kind of helping around, just basically doing anything she points to, but there's not a lot you can do. However, as you're working, and slowly as the sun creeps up towards its zenith, you do notice that the wind picks up quite a bit, and you begin to realize that you actually can see what she was kind of pointing out, which is the actual, like, storm clouds on the horizon. It does look significantly darker. You don't see any flashing necessarily, but the clouds are moving towards you, and slowly, bit by bit, you begin to notice more shade. And then the sun slowly is blotted out completely, and for a while you're just going through, and it's just kind of windy and a little bit chillier than you expected. What's everybody doing? Where is everybody?
Milo would be on the deck, helping however he can for as long as he can, and then going wherever Dee tells him to be as safe and useful as he can.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep, kids do basically doing the same.
Alright. Sounds
As soon
good.
as the storm starts getting there, Ve'll go under below deck and go just like lay down or something.
Okay, sounds good.
Since he's not really helping that much anyways, because they told him not to do knots and stuff.
Yep, that's very fair. That's very fair. Okay. But little by little, you begin to actually notice that it is slowly drizzling, and then getting to something a little bit closer to rain. Let me see if I can get my rain going here. There we go. Rain!
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, rain. And I know that it's super sunny, but sue me, I don't have a thing for every single. How dare I? But as you are going in, you do begin to notice that the boat is swaying harder and harder. And after a while, Dee kind of peeks her head out and goes, maybe everybody should go a little bit further below decks. It's not... Thank you. Yes, very helpful. There's
You're
a storm
welcome.
cloud, or a single storm cloud. She goes, maybe everybody
There's two
should
of them.
come down here, or at least come over here with me, or you're not going to get as wet.
Yeah. Wherever you think we are best to stand, that's where we'll stand.
All right. Get over here, kids.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just hoping you do.
We're just here.
That is very fair.
You're literal
We have-
children.
Yep.
Yep. We can't comprehend the danger of the situation we find ourselves in, and we hope that you can get us through it, because storm on the ocean and little boat seems bad.
Whoops.
Oh, no.
Don't mind that. I can't. There we go.
My freaking water disappeared. Where's my water effects? Water! Okay, there we go.
So do we just go and hope, or is there anything
Are we
can
gonna-
do?
Are we gonna tip over?
I don't think we're gonna tip over. Well, alright. No, it's alright. It's alright. It's just a little unusual for this time of year is all. Sometimes storms like these come through. If I see something, if I see an island or something, we'll try to stop, but I think it's just best to keep going. If it's heading in our direction, we can just move through it. I'm trying to skirt around it as best that I can, but I'm afraid that the more I skirt around it, the more I enter into the shallow areas.
That sounds bad.
Yeah,
I
I don't think that would be good for the boat.
It would not. It
For
would
us.
definitely not. And I don't want to risk it.
Yep. Do whatever the non-riskiest part is. Please.
I will definitely try my best. And then you get like just a single flash suddenly, and then after a couple of seconds, crack of lightning and then thunder following. But Dee seems pretty okay with it for a while. She just kind of keeps puttering along. Her gaze is pretty sharp despite her old age. She's just kind of glaring out there going, well, how was this for your first time on a boat, eh?
Can I say not not good? Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's definitely allowed.
That's
right now.
loud.
Not great.
This scarier than I thought it was gonna be. The
That's
lightning,
Very fair.
just everything feels. I don't know.
If it hits the water, are we gonna get electrocuted?
No, we're not necessarily going to get electrocuted. It doesn't quite work that way,
Not
but
necessarily.
well, if it hits the boat, we'll get maybe. It should be insulated. Don't worry about it, kiddo.
If you see lightning, if you see it, V, just jump. Just don't be on the ground when it hits. Easy.
I don't know how well I can time that, but I will try.
All right, let's test it. 1, 2, 3, jump. All right, there's a little bit of a delay, but we'll get there.
How am I supposed to know to jump with?
Roll me a
after you say
dexterity
jump?
check because the boat is kind of rocking quite a bit here, and I need to know if you're landing on both feet.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you kind
Probably
of
not.
don't. You kind of like stumble, and you have to grab the nearby seat.
Son of- Now I'm touching everything.
Hey now, kids. I don't think we have a lot of time for games here. Shoot. I can't see through this window. Any of you got
Hello, help.
any sort of, anything to help us? Because I'm seeing some stuff up there, but I'm afraid my eyes aren't what they used to be. I think
What
we're...
are we supposed to do against the ocean?
Ugh.
I mean, what can I look out wherever she's looking? Try to see what she's seeing.
Sure, roll me a perception check.
I've got rope. I don't know if that'll help you, but I've got some rope.
Milo, you're kind of like looking out the window, and again, the rain is coming down quite a bit now, so it's a little bit difficult, but there's another flash of lightning, and for a moment you do see that you're approaching something that looks like not necessarily land, but a bunch of rocks that are actually enough out of the water to make it themselves a problem,
I
essentially.
think we're getting close to a reef or some sort of shoals off the port side. Looks like.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna try to go around it.
The rocks? Don't hit the rocks.
I'm trying not to, kiddos. I'm trying not to. Wind's quite a bit strong here. I'm doing the best I
He'll
can.
just try to play lookout navigator.
All right.
His...
Kid, are we gonna die? We just started this adventure.
Nah, trust Captain D. She'll get us through.
So Milo's at this point up in front with D, kind of like looking out, and I would say a perception check 21 is really good. But is anybody else doing anything else, or are you just kind of just sitting and being like, "Well, this is my life now"?
If they're
He's
looking
waiting to jump.
around, Kid will like try to look around. He doesn't really know what he should be looking for, but that's about all he can do. He doesn't have any like. He's got a multi-tool that I don't think is gonna be very helpful here, and a climber's kit, which again don't think is gonna come in much use here. So, I mean, he'll look out, try to help them as much as he can, but otherwise that's about all he's got going.
All right. At one point, she's kind of like looking out the window, and Milo, you're helping her, and you are getting. It looks to be kind of close, and you realize that D is kind of right. Like, she doesn't have the best eyesight at this point. But at one point, she just kind of swears under her breath and glances over and goes, "I think I steered us into a reef anyway. Darn it, it's impossible to see with these waves. Hold on, now, kid, that's your name, right? You got
Yep.
You got your Zubat, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Zubat, they got that ability to use their sonar to see things, don't they?
To a certain extent, yeah. Do you want to try echolocating around here? I don't know how well it'll go with lightning and rain and waves crashing around, but we can give it a try.
Heck, it'll be better than nothing unless one of you wants to go out there and try to get a better look.
Nope.
I can, if you think it would help, but
Yeah,
it
but I
seems
don't
pretty
want
wet
to.
and scary.
Yeah, I don't want you to go overboard there, buddy. Here.
If you fall overboard, I cannot save you. Don't do that.
All right. Just for funsies then, I'm gonna need all three of you to roll me some sort of a skill check. I would say, Kid, you can roll me a perception check using either your ability or the Zubat's ability. Milo, you can roll me another investigation check if you'd like, or anything else you want to use to help identify where you're going. And V, I'll leave it up to you what you're doing.
Can I roll survival?
He's not
You can roll
doing
survival. Yeah.
much.
Oh damn, that's pretty good survival.
That's a good survival.
Zubat gets nothing to help with this, honestly, other than blind sight out to 80 feet, if that'll benefit. But
That's better than nothing. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage then. If you are willing to go outside and essentially be like, okay, Zubat.
sure, he'll walk out, but he'll hold Zubat like a parent holding a child so that she don't get thrown around by the wind or anything. Just kind of bracing for her.
That is very
Brilliant.
wise, because you think that if you let go of her, she's just gonna go, wee! Alright.
He's gonna look around for something that might help us, like, I don't know, like life jackets or something, in case we crash.
That's very fair, yeah. You do find some life jackets. If you'd like to put them on, you definitely can.
Yeah, he'll give one to everybody if there's enough. Definitely put one on first.
Okay. Bit by bit, the waves are getting, like, higher and higher, essentially. Especially, this is mostly for Kid, who's actually out there holding Zubat. But using her echolocation, you are able to kind of... You don't stick her in the water or anything, but you have to go up to the very front and are kind of, like, holding her out, being like, okay, girl, which way's less rocky? And the wind is blowing, and it's kind of crazy out there, but you do manage to kind of get her to point you in a different direction, and she manages to more or less steer you around the shallower areas so that you are able to keep going. And slowly, you, clad in your life jackets that V found, you are able to kind of make it through the storm. Or at least, the storm doesn't stop, but at the very least you make it through the shallow area and you just kind of keep going.
We might not die.
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay, that was a little scary.
Like I said, kids, well, I'm not new to this per se, but, you know, it's not my main job. But hey, you're looking for adventure, huh?
Less deadly, maybe.
Oh, it's fine. Everybody can swim, can't you? She glances back, she glances over at, like, V, who's put on probably 2 life jackets just to be safe.
Yep.
Just kind of like,
He just kind of, like, looks away a little bit.
oh, well, we might need to fix that there, buddy.
How are we gonna do that?
Oh, don't worry about it.
If you throw me in the water, I will punch someone. Maybe not you. Maybe you.
Hopefully not
maybe
there,
not
son.
you, maybe you.
Hopefully not me, Sonny. Alright. That is pretty much your early afternoon. And as it gets down towards evening, the rain kind of keeps going, but the lightning dies down a little bit. So you're still in the storm, but you're not in the main of the storm, essentially. What's everybody doing on the boat? Just kind of staying inside? How are you spending your time, I suppose?
Yeah. No room to really move around.
V stays down here. He'll also, when we are less in immediate danger and threat of death, we'll go find Milo.
Milo's probably bored and, like, After the storm, he was quiet and kind of like introspective, but then he just got bored as the day went on, and he couldn't go anywhere or do anything or run or do anything like that. So when you find him, he's probably just like fidgeting and trying to read his very, very old and battered book.
Well, this is great.
Yeah, that was fun. That was something.
Something is more apt than fun.
Yeah. I don't know. That felt, and he'll close the book and put it away. That felt scarier than the train wreck.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing beneath us. If I'm gonna die somewhere, I don't want to die in the water.
I don't want to die.
Well, obviously, there's that. Yeah, I mean, the boat's the only thing pulling us back from untold depths and whatever's down there. I don't like this a lot.
Well, I mean, maybe once we get to Cinnabar, once we leave Cinnabar, we'll find a larger ship, something that's maybe not so.
A real boat.
It's a real boat.
A real boat, yeah. It's just small. It's compact.
Cozy. It got through the storm, and
Thinkable.
Dee managed to get us through the reef with that.
I guess. We didn't actually die.
We
But
did.
just look at it like this, right? This is a small boat, but if something happens to it, we can get to it faster. On a big boat, if something happens to it, you gotta locate it, you know?
That's true.
Wouldn't that make it harder to find something that's smaller in the ocean?
Counterpoint. If we were on a larger boat, we could fight and have Pokemon
Tip
battles
over.
this afternoon, but there's nowhere big enough on this deck to fight. I looked.
No.
Alright, I love this train of thought, and I'm 100% with you, but at the same time, counterpoint. We have been told left and right that the only place we are allowed to battle has been in gym. And if we're on a big boat, that means probably going to be a bunch of people.
Well,
There's
true.
probably going to be people watching us, which sucks.
They might have issues with it. Maybe.
They have-
Dee probably wouldn't have an issue.
I don't think Dee would care. Do you think they have cruise ships that have gyms on them for like trainers that want to have a vacation but also want to fight?
I'm almost 1,000% sure that if you put a bunch of rich people on a boat and they have Pokemon, that they're gonna want to fight and show everybody else like how much cooler they are.
So how do we get
yeah.
a ticket onto that boat?
Win the Poke Lottery or win a raffle. I think they were selling some. They were giving away St. Anne tickets once, or St. Anne. Is it 2 or 3 now?
I can't even remember.
They had a raffle once, like at the grocery store. Yeah, the first one sank.
Yeah.
Hey, that doesn't
guess
instill a
you-
lot of confidence, huh?
The second
Yeah.
one blew up. That was. So I guess we must
Okay,
be
so
on
it is
3. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
They
think
do-
so, kid, but people still buy tickets and still ride on it.
Let's
A lot.
push it. If it has a track record of problems, let's push that one off the list, huh?
Yeah, St. Anne would not be my first choice, or second or third. But there's some other ones that are less likely to explode, I think.
Maybe.
But yeah, they had a
Either
raffle
way.
at the grocery store once.
Hopefully, we're through the worst of the storm. And
Yeah. And then it never storms again.
As you say that.
Oh,
as
no.
you say that. Where are you guys right now? Are you in your little cabins or are you in the hull?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Below
Yeah.
deck.
Below deck. There's a little knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hey, kids.
Password.
And the password's always passwords. I'm on to you.
She's smart. Damn.
She kind of opens up the door and kind of leans
Unusual
against the
1, 2, 3,
frame.
1.
Now, I know that must have been a little bit rattling, but it's actually probably a good thing that you got through that. Because now you know what it's like to travel in a big world by yourself that doesn't care about you or your life. Just like the ocean, there's a lot of
Great.
Pokemon out there that just want to kill you. Or, well, just kill you on accident without really wanting to kill you. Anyway,
Oh, good.
you're all looking a little pale,
Thank
so
you.
you want to see something cool?
I do.
Yeah.
Is it a
Well,
dead body? It seems like you're about to show us a dead body, and I don't want to see a dead
Depends
body
on
right
what it
now.
is.
man.
Ah, you're a funny one. No, not yet. But come up here. The rain's stopped
Yeah.
now, and I think you'll want to see this. This is a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
As you follow her up, you go above deck, and you see that indeed that most of the storm clouds seem to have passed. As you look above you, it is already nighttime. The sun has set, and you are beginning to see stars. So many more stars than
Whoa.
many of you have seen in your entire lifetime, because there's no light pollution here, and you're just out in the middle of a huge, vast ocean. And as you're kind of looking up above you and seeing this brilliant, deep, dark void filling up with small blinking dots, Dee kind of taps probably Milo on the shoulder and then points to the ocean. And little by little, you begin to see similar dots blink in bit by bit from out under the water. First like a soft pink color, then a slightly deeper red. And they're just coming on one by one. Until you're beginning to realize that your entire boat is surrounded by these small stars of light all around you.
What are they?
They're tentacle. Come here, you can look over the side and you'll see them.
Yeah, he'll definitely
Many.
go and look.
There's a lot. But
Oh boy.
for what it's worth, they're just kind of drifting there.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, yeah. You see them and you see their eyes kind of following you a little bit.
Creepy glowing heads.
Yep.
Mm.
But they're also kind of beautiful in a way. Like, they're just billowing just barely under the water. You can see the actual parts that light up just softly glowing about a foot under the water or so. And they're just going with the current.
Are there any tentacles? Are there any big ones?
Roll me a perception check. What is it with you? And
Yeesh.
So many.
you don't see any tentacruel. In fact, for a nat 20, I will also say that you've kind of heard your parents talking about this a little bit, and you know that typically tentacruel stay deeper in. They usually don't move with the current because they're kind of like heavier and aren't pushed as easily by the current. They usually stay in the deeps until proper nightfall. And it's still a little bit too early.
Until they come to kill everyone.
Murder.
Still cool.
But-
Still cool.
Milo will just sort of lean over the railing, and he's just gonna stare into the ocean and watch them as and the stars and everything.
It's still a mixture of beautiful and terrifying that I don't know how to quantify.
Right? I mean, that's the perfect way to put it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's probably why they've got such tight regulations on everything now, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I know they're dangerous.
And I heard about, what was that city? Porta something? 30, 40 years ago?
That was
God,
forever ago.
yeah.
I think
That
they
was
ruled.
these guys.
Yeah, but I think they ruled that like fault of the person, not the Pokemon, for once. Maybe I can't remember how that went.
From behind you, Dee, who's been kind of sitting back and watching with her arms crossed, just kind of goes, "So, why'd you all decide to become Pokemon trainers?"
The silence as we all think.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not just something most kids well, some kids definitely do decide to just wake up one day and make that their goal, but gosh knows it's a lot less common these days. Most kids want to go to
I
school
mean,
and make real money.
eh, it's boring. I mean, I did it to be powerful and to, you know, get to fight and be one of those people you hear about on the TV. The champions that they show and they do interviews and they get to tour the world.
That
I
is
want to be one of
true.
those people.
Hmm. Well, perhaps you'll be famous one day. And then you can go ahead and tell him that you took a boat ride with good old D, and nothing bad happened to you.
Nothing, nothing bad.
That's the
Not
key,
yet.
right? If everything went smoothly, no problem.
Right, of
Right?
course, of
Yeah,
course, if you're still around for
sure.
that. Well, we're none of us are here forever. Anyway, what about you, kid?
For me, it's just I kind of missed it. When I was growing up, my folks moved around a lot because they do a lot of work with Pokemon, and for a good chunk of my life, it was go here, go there, uproot everything, and like you would think that would cause problems, but I like moving around and seeing everything. And when we finally kind of settled back in, I kind of missed it. So whenever the opportunity presented itself, I just wanted to get out and see the world again.
Well, that's mighty fine of you. And what about you, bright sunny boy, Milo?
Dad, Dad's a ranger.
Oh,
And I've he taught me what it means to live with Pokemon, work with them, everything that the world used to believe in. He still believes in. He tried to pass that on to me. And I thought about it, joining the Rangers. But they're not. No one takes them seriously. Like V was saying, the people listen to the champions, the master trainers.
Those are the
That's
only
what I
ones
want
that
to
care
be.
about.
I want to be heard because I want to change things.
that's a mighty noble goal. She kind of looks down and seems to be lost in thought for a while and goes, "Yeah, it was different. A while ago it was all different. More dangerous, but.
I don't
I
know.
wonder."
We were in a train accident 2 days ago because a railroad company took the shortest path through a mountain and went through an onyx nest instead of around it and living with the onyx instead of just plowing through. I'm not entirely sold on it being safer now. More regulated, more controlled, but it seems like we've just shifted the danger into a different direction. We've changed I don't know.
People don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, it feels like we've changed who we are as a nation, as people. I mean, even to someone from Johto right next door, so many policies here in Kanto are foreign, are just, I don't know. Doesn't seem right. It seems like there's got to be something else pulling the strings. I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of people with money who benefit from all of this stuff. Mostly.
Doug
It benefits
Trio.
them. Yeah,
Fucking
like that
Doug Trio.
douchebag.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, that man, he's mighty odd, I tell you.
One way to say it.
Well, all I'm
But
gonna
I feel like
say.
everything's just more
knew it'd be
convenient for people
dangerous.
now and not. They don't
Obviously.
care about what it does to the Pokemon and they just blame it on them. For being, wild animals, which they are, but if you poke a bear, it tries to eat you. And if you leave it alone, it usually leaves you alone.
Yeah, well, for most people, it's just easier to get rid of the forest that the Ursaring lives in, and then you're rid of the problem altogether.
Are you though?
But then the ones that do survive are angry. And they try to kill you.
Right.
It also messes up everything, like everything else in the forest.
Right? I mean, we're all part of the world. They're part of it. It just
Bigger part than we are.
Yeah, it seems, I don't know, arrogant.
Sure does. Sure does.
Humanity in a nutshell.
Doesn't have to be that way, though. Wasn't always. Doesn't have to. We just need to, what was the saying? Be the change we want to see in the world?
Right? If it was still like how it used to be, we could catch one of these tentacles and add it to the squad and just, it would be sick, but we can't even do that because we're limited on how many Pokemon we could catch right now.
Well, I mean, we could catch one and send it back to Acacia. They'd probably be really impressed if we caught one of them. I just don't know how to get them. How far into the water do they seem?
Yeah, if you throw a Pokeball in the water, does it just break?
Well, we have the rings, so
Yeah,
we
it's
can at least.
magnified, but I don't like the idea of taking something out of its natural environment and sending it to a lab.
Yeah, I mean, they probably take care of them. I know the professors there have a lot of room out back for raising Pokemon and studying them. I don't think they just let them sit in Pokeball the whole time. Do you?
No. None of their other Pokemon were in Pokeballs. They were all over.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, yeah, but you got to think how many kids. I know the numbers have gone down. Obviously, everybody's not trying to be a trainer anymore, but even if they want to give every Pokemon the type of personal care it deserves, if they have even 10 more trainers constantly sending Pokemon back to them, it looks like they're kind of and it looks like they're doing a lot of the stuff on their own right now.
I mean, I don't think Palette had a whole lot of people. Me and Milo were kind of the odd ones out. No one else seemed really interested.
No, they went for their permits to let them work with the Pokemon. That was all a lot of people focused on.
Yeah, to have summer jobs and stuff. But everybody we told about that we were going to go get a trainer license and go on our adventure, they kind of just made fun of us.
Yeah. Called us stupid, dropouts.
The usual.
Like they do. When they don't
I'm gonna
understand.
show them.
Yes, we will.
See how many people are begging at our doorsteps when we become famous and rich.
Aren't you already rich? Your house is fucking massive.
Me, not so much.
I want everybody
I
to
don't
roll
really
me a
have
perception
access to that
check.
stuff.
Preferably not a natural 20. Well, I mean, you could all roll natural 20s. Go ahead and waste it. Yeah.
14. Oh no.
Are you just going to keep going down?
Did it?
Oh, yep,
There we go,
we're
yep.
going down. Oh, I got to roll for D.
Talking about being the change in the world we want to see, and then we're gonna get murdered by like a 50-foot tidal wave full of Sharpedo or some shit.
Right?
I will say
Hell yeah.
probably Milo,
I hope so.
as you're having this very deep and important conversation, you're still going through, and you realize that you're kind of past the tentacle and you're kind of leaving them behind. But as you're kind of like, oh, bye, tentacle, you glance down the side of the boat and you notice that there's actually like... there's a couple of them that are actually stuck on the side of the boat because it looks like they've been attempting to crawl up it.
Oh no.
Oh, Ms. D, they're
Yeah?
trying to, they're trying to get on the boat. Do we
They want a boat
Ow.
ride?
stop them?
And she kind of glances over and goes, get. Ugh. Well, I don't think we should probably let them stay on there. And to be honest, I don't really want any extra passengers. We're already pretty close to capacity. So hey, why don't you get some of your Pokemon to take them off? There's one, two, oh, there's another one. There's 3.
He tried to poke one,
With what?
like with his hand.
With his hand? It's not actually
Oh no.
close. You're not actually close enough to poke because the boat itself, like, you're not immediately like next to it. They're kind of like in the water crawling up. But I'd say that how well, I guess you could if somebody held your waist and you bent down far enough because it's like 5 feet from the actual edge.
Sorry, what was it?
It's like 5 feet from the actual lip of the boat.
So like he'd have to reach down, like
Yeah, somebody would have to grab your waist and hold you while you...
oh.
Or you can grab like a
No.
stick or something and poke it.
He'll just try to like reach down and then wait and see if they get closer so he can touch it because he wants to see what they feel like.
Okay.
Gonna hurt.
They're gonna sting you, my boy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
I mean,
All right.
yeah.
Kid is, as he sees you leaning, they're gonna
Yeah.
sting you. Just a heads up.
I mean,
With what?
yeah, as you're saying that, as you turn around and you're like, with what? You hear something that's just going... And then you feel something really slimy, like egg whites, but somehow more solid, wrap around the like your fingers, a couple of your fingers. Hold on.
Ew.
I'm assuming
What's
your AC is more than
We're
20.
having a really tough time with Discord.
Oh no.
One sec.
I'm pretty sure 20's gonna hit.
20's
Literally
gonna,
all
yeah.
of them regular kids, huh?
20 is gonna hit. You take 3 poison damage.
Ow.
Hold on a sec, let me check. Yeah, no, it was an 18. Okay.
Shit.
As you yank
he'll
your
pull
hand
back.
away. Yeah, as you yank your hand
and
away, it
I don't know
begins
if
to
it
crawl
comes with.
further. It begins to crawl further. And Dee's like, if you keep on doing that, they're just gonna come in here. You gotta use your Pokemon. Bye-bye. Oh no, we've lost V, we've lost Milo.
Yeah, our internet is being absolute cancer right
Oh,
now
no.
because it's cable.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I have not been able to hear anything for like the last 5 minutes of V touching the tentacle. I could see the poison sting, but all I've heard is
Yeah, we're having
Oh,
a fucking
no.
time right now. I think
So,
it's better.
It sounds like it's better now. I moved
Yeah.
I literally unplugged my computer and plugged it into a different port on the router, but this router is just such shit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
All
I'm
right.
sorry for the interruption.
You're good. But yeah, what happened if you were back now, V leaned over the side of the boat and tried to touch a tentacle, and it touched back.
Yes.
They had a little ET moment,
Ouch.
but the ET moment hurt.
It's made of pain.
V took 3 poison damage. And D's kind of...
Hey.
Captain D, is actually like leaning back and is like, you gotta use your Pokemon to get them off, otherwise they're just gonna come in here.
Yeah.
He just like rips his hand back away from it, and it probably goes with him and like flings it onto the deck of the ship.
Okay. That's fine with me.
Fuck
Oh,
you,
no.
jellyfish.
Big
wait.
jellyfish.
Not you. I thought I had a little thing for Tentacool. Where are they? Let me get...
Take out Chespin.
Okay. Chespin? I don't
They're
have
made
a...
of pain.
I don't have a boat map. So actually... let's see. Well, no, yeah. We'll just kind of wing it. There's one.
Ow. They hurt.
They sure do.
Yeah, don't let them touch
You know
you.
what?
Like
Yeah,
Kid
too
said,
late.
they sting.
Yeah,
Yep,
they're
too late.
So keep that in mind.
Ow.
Keep your head on a swivel.
There's probably another one like right here.
Come on, Chester. You got this, buddy.
Okay.
Everybody pick one then.
True. I agree up against this one.
Alright, you're over there.
Alright.
Kid will swing over and get ready to catch this one.
6.
He's gonna throw Froakie out. Just because, unfortunately, I don't think Zubat's one absorb is gonna do much.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Little baby.
The fact that they're poison is like unfortunate
Bad.
for Zubat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'm
Yeah.
getting them set up.
Looking at it. Both Riolu and Chespin are weak to poison, so.
We're off to a great start, you guys.
Oh,
Great.
No, fighting's not vulnerable to poison. I thought fighting was vulnerable to poison.
No, I don't think it is.
It is not. Okay, well. Still, Chespin is the.
Let's see. And then I'm gonna roll for a separate initiative for all of them. Because that'll be funner.
Worse.
You'll probably have to manually add me in because
That's fine.
I didn't
They're
have
so
the-
tiny! Alright. Who are you fighting with, kid?
Froakie.
Froakie? Okay. That's what I figured.
Just because they're all gonna resist absorb, and thankfully none of them are like super effective on either of them. It's just resisting a D4 move is like
Not much.
yeah.
Yeah.
She could get on the next one that's not tentacles.
But damn, 23 frickin' initiatives. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's always ready to throw down.
Alright, Froakie, what's Froakie doing?
This one's too far down to like attack, right?
I mean, you can still attack it. It's probably about like 20 feet away, so if Froakie wanted to, Froakie could get in the water. It's kind of like halfway in the water, halfway out.
I mean,
From there, it's
in
about
the
5
water.
feet.
Oh, okay. Like from here, I could
Yeah, you
I
could.
could hit it.
Yep,
Okay, cool.
they're
Then
crawling
he'll
up,
just,
so.
he'll just have her take a swing, throw out a quick pound.
Alright.
I was looking at the wrong sheet. I was like, "Where's pound?" But I was looking at mine.
I feel that.
Where do I have pound?
Yeah, 24
Good pound.
definitely hits. That's a good fucking pound.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oops. Alright. Froakie just looks over the side and just goes bap 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 bap.
Get him.
Like that thing that cats do where they're like angry at something and just
Yeah.
want to beat the shit out of it.
Maxing out of existence.
Yep. Alright, Evie, what's Evie doing?
I was trying to see, is it an action to use your Pokedex? Oh shit, never mind, I don't have my Pokedex.
I think
Yeah, you
that
don't
is
have
actually one of the only ones though that's a bonus action. So if you did have it,
Right?
You could, yeah,
Shit,
but you don't have your phone.
Yeah. How much distance would it be to kind of like circle around the battle and get to Milo?
Oh boy. Well, you could go around this way, and it would probably take you the full. The boat's not that big,
Yeah, I figure it's not huge, but
but just for funsies, you can run around and probably get to him within 6 seconds. Yeah, but you'd have to go around
Okay.
the other way, and you would kind of be next to this tentacle right here.
that's fine. He's gonna run over to Milo and just like, give me my phone back.
And he'll start fishing through his pockets, but he'll have to give it
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
And then Evie will use an action. Evie, tackle it.
10 does not
With
hit,
a 10.
unfortunately.
Neat.
Evie's like
Still doing
busy
this.
looking around to see where the heck you went. And is immediately like, ah!
It's fine. I'm over here. Just listen to me.
This is probably not to scale.
No, it's not looking. It looks like it's probably
Yeah.
twice as big as the measurements,
Yeah.
like probably 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, probably double. Alright, at that point, it is the tentacle's turn. The tentacle that Evie just tried to tackle, but just kind of slipped because this guy is on the deck right now, but he's dragging up with him a lot of water. And Evie, like, goes in for a tackle and almost slips.
No. Don't do that.
And it will use Poison Sting, which is an 11.
That misses.
That misses, okay. Does not hit Evie. Thankfully, this guy is
Ivory, dodge it.
immediately, yep, slips on the water again, but like makes it look as if it's intentional. Like, don't worry, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
This one is honestly crawling over the side and doesn't see anybody except for probably Milo, so it's just gonna go for Milo.
No.
You're close.
V's right next to him too.
That's true. But that is a... Oh wait, did I already roll an 11? Oh no, that was the
No,
first.
that
So
was
18 against you.
that hits Milo. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's 6 poison.
Oh.
Ouch. That's bad.
Okay. Ow. Wish I hadn't been not paying attention and rolled higher than a goddamn 6. No.
In which case, it is the next one's turn. And it is gonna go back for Froki, who's just finished bapping it with Pound. That's only a 9, though.
yeah.
Alright.
Roki's like, nah, dog,
Yeah,
not
Froki.
in her house.
She's just kind of like dancing out of the way. She's in her element. She's surrounded by water. She knows what's up. What's Chespin doing?
Sorry, hold on. My computer was still cutting in and out.
Good.
Alright, so
Okay.
since Milo just got slapped, he's gonna reach into his pocket and hand V his phone back. Hopefully he hands
Thank
him the
you.
right phone. Ow. Okay, ow. Chespin, hit it with a Vine Whip. Use Vine Whip on the one that just beat the crap out of Milo. Oh no,
Oof.
that does not. No.
No.
Goes for a Vine Whip, but the tentacle is surprisingly agile and seems to kind of like melt. And where it is, it just kind of like turns into a flatter tentacle and kind of like slurps out of the way.
He'll also, excuse me, close the gap so that it can't hit either me or V, because ow.
That is a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Froki's up next.
That's
Alright, just keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Nice. Bap, bap, bap. Alright. This tentacle's
And I
already
guess-
beginning to look like, fuck this shit.
While we're here, I mean, Kid knows about tentacles, but we do have Pokédexes now, so he'll also flip his phone open and just bonus action scan it with the Pokédex.
Alright.
Forgetting to do that.
Um,
So I wanted to do
the Pokedex
We'll get
clicks
there.
on and it goes immediately. Tentacool is a small Cnidarian Pokemon. It has a light blue clear body with 2 large transparent red crystals on each side of its body and 1 small one in the middle. Near the base of its body is a pointed beak-like projection and 2 eyes with small pupils. Tentacle's entire body is made up of 99% water, and the remaining 1% contains an organ that produces its poison. It absorbs sunlight and refracts it using the water inside its body to convert it into beam energy. Its tentacles are laced with stinging cells, and it can control the Pokemon it touches with its tentacles.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Most of the Pokedex entries are
Great.
pretty scary.
Oh, there's another part. Tentacool is not a very strong swimmer, traveling throughout the world using ocean currents. Tentacool searches for food while drifting on the surface and shallow seas. Tentacool can blend in the water, making it very difficult to spot. It will sometimes wash ashore and shrivel up due to dehydration, though it remains equally dangerous. Tentacool may be revived if thrown back into the sea. And then clicks off.
So they're like little man-o-wars that will murder you.
Pretty much.
Me.
Alright, in which case it is Eevee's turn.
Okay. V's just gonna quick scan the Tentacool as well, because he's trying to fill his Pokedex.
Yep, it is water and
and
poison
then-
type, so that's... I don't know what else to tell you.
No, I didn't expect you to redo it again, but run back. And then, alright, Eevee, you seem to have a better chance with the covet, so try that again.
Okay.
No,
Oh
wait,
no!
hold on. I personally can reroll that though,
Oh,
Yes,
hey!
you can.
Hey!
because if it's a 1, that's fine. If it's like a 2, then that sucks.
Okay. Alright, 19 definitely hits them.
Hell yeah. Get
Okay, that is 4.
And if he has any items, I can take it. I don't think they have any items,
Does
but
not have any items.
just in case.
Wait, does
Any
it get
wild
stabbed?
tentacle.
I thought we didn't have stab yet.
No, we did find out while you were gone that Eevee does because of the ability that it has.
Adaptability.
Yeah, so that it's a +1 to all stab bonuses, like from the beginning.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, in which case it is the Tentacle's turn again. Guess what? It's Poison Sting time! That's
shit.
fucking
Nope,
17.
that's it. Ouch.
That's 6 poison damage.
Alright.
She's fine. Eevee's not
Yeah.
even worried about it.
Milo's green. I know what you felt like earlier, V.
Yo,
And this
seems
one
like you got a little bit more of it too.
yeah, this one's
that
gonna
was
go for it. Ooh, that's 24 for Chespin.
No, my poor baby.
Your poor baby. That's 9.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's like almost max damage it could do with a freaking crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least you said it wasn't weak to poison, right? That's good.
Right?
Oh
Is
wait,
it poison?
no, it is vulnerable to poison.
And that was for
Riolu
Riolu.
is the one that's weak,
Oh.
so that was a good
Oh,
call
that's
because
Ooh.
Chespin is KO'd.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
no.
Chespin, no.
Off the
I
bat. man.
regret what I said. I thought
It's-
I
no,
thought
it's-
Chespin was the one that was cool.
No,
Yo.
shit. All right, come back, Chespin, and he'll get Riolu out
Okay.
as a reaction because he has to have somebody on the field.
Oh no, I accidentally fucking moved. Tentacle.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. Alright.
He looks down at the Pokeball. Sorry, buddy.
Alright.
You'll be fine. We'll fix it.
Gonna add what was...
I rolled a bad. It was like a 6.
There we go.
I was last in the order.
That's fine. It was your turn. Or it wasn't your turn, rather. It was...
No.
Oh, it's attacking the Froakie. Yeah.
One Froakie, yeah.
That's a 12?
No.
No, okay.
Negative.
Froakie is just dancing out of the way. Froakie doesn't have time for this. But it is Riolu's turn.
All right. I mean, it served us well earlier. Hit it with a quick attack.
Get him.
Nice.
You.
4 damage. Hey, max damage.
Yeah, max damage.
Okay.
Get him, Riolu.
Yeah, he's not gonna move. He's just gonna stay right where he is.
Alright. Protecting you. Which
Yep.
he
Yeah.
does actually give you a
don't
glance and is kind of like concerned. And then turns towards the tentacle and is kind of like growling now because he's angry at it for stinging you, presumably.
Gives him a weak thumbs up while trying not to vomit.
Alright, what's Froakie doing?
Trying to continue to take that tentacle to Pound Town.
Ooh. Unfortunately, the tentacle does not consent to the Pound Town. So it just kind of like begins to slowly, you know what it actually does? It begins to slowly crawl back over the side. It's not like out of reach or anything. It just kind of ducks back and being like, this sucks. I'm not enjoying this.
This sucks.
Stop it.
What's
I
Evie
want
doing?
that. Evie, I am going to use my bonus action to use Helping Hand for Riolu.
Okay.
Okay.
So one for one next ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, you have a d6.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to double check, does Helping Hand have a visual requirement or anything?
Other than yourself, who can hear you.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Yep, you're good.
And then action, going to try to use Covet again.
13 will not hit, unfortunately. It looks like it hits,
Okay.
and then the tentacle's body
Right.
becomes liquid for a second and just kind of around.
Ew.
No.
Gross. Stop it.
Here they go again.
Stop being gross.
That's a 13 to hit?
Yeah, 13 meets.
Okay, and I think that's the Eevee one. That is 3 poison damage to Eevee.
It's fine. Fine.
Okay. And this one is going to go for Riolu because that's what we're doing. Oh.
Oh, that definitely hits.
I was also just reading the if it's an 18 or more, it's poison.
Yeah,
Which you
that's
did roll an 18
only
on
3
die.
poison damage.
Or a
but
19.
Yeah. It rolled a 19,
But
so
now
Riolu
Riolu
is
is
officially
poisoned.
poisoned.
Okay, Riolu is poisoned.
I have a thing for status effects somewhere. Where is it?
Should be disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, I think.
Poisoned. A poisoned creature has disadvantage in all ability checks and attack rolls and takes an amount of damage equal to its proficiency bonus at the end of each of its turns until it faints or is cured of its poison. So it's going to take 2 damage at the end of its turns. Though the poison thing is actually bigger than Riolu itself. Oh no.
Yeah, it's bigger than he is.
Alright.
Look at the green dot. Our little tiny Pokemon.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I can't.
Okay. I'm gonna try using just my phone because it can use.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
that's true. I was gonna say mine hasn't been any better, but you can at least use 4G.
Yeah, it just like I heard the beginning of the poison and then the damage equal to proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But oh, he takes damage and has disadvantage. That's great.
Yeah. I did not expect this. Okay, never mind.
No,
That is 16 for Froakie.
Yup.
Alright, that's 3 poison damage. To Froakie.
You just hear like a pained frog croak. She's okay. She's just not happy.
Ouch, Rob.
Ouch, frog. Riolu, what's Riolu doing?
Yeah,
You have
he'll,
disadvantage, but you also have the plus 1d6 because of the helping hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did that go? Okay. Okay, he'll just keep doing a quick attack. I just wanted to make sure that his foresight wouldn't help in this, and it doesn't.
Alright.
That's his turn.
Okay.
Don't forget, you got that D6.
Oh wait, yeah.
If you could roll high enough to get it.
It's the 11.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately 11 will not hit.
Nope.
At the end of your turn, because it's the top of the round, you actually hear Dee shouting from over at the top where she's perched herself, and she goes, "Milo, here!" and she tosses you something. Go ahead and roll me a... You're also kind of suffering right now, but roll me a dexterity check, please.
No, I'm not mechanically poisoned. I'm just narratively.
No,
not
I
feeling
know.
well.
That's why you're not rolling with disadvantage or anything. I'm just...
21.
Yeah, automatically you look up and you see
Yay.
something flying towards you and you catch it. And it's one of those little boxes, kind of like the one that V actually found in the train, but it's a different color. It's a little purple coloration.
Hell yeah. She tossed you an antidote.
It's
Hell yeah.
my turn
Was
still.
the
It is still
was
technically
the
your
crit
turn, sure.
the one that hit you, Milo?
What?
Which one was the poisonous thing that hit you? Was it? It wasn't the crit, right?
No,
No.
The crit hit Chespin. I got hit by an 18. I already checked that.
Okay.
It was a 14 on the die.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm good. But if I have an antidote, then he'll use his action to use an antidote
Okay.
on Riolu.
Okay, Riolu's no longer poisoned.
Yay!
Let's go.
Don't be poisoned.
He's that way. But that's all I got because he
Alright.
still missed quick attack. So
Yep. Froakie, what's Froakie doing?
She just goes keep swinging.
Alright.
Or try to.
Good old pound.
Yeah.
There you go, Froakie. A little bit more damage.
Nice. This tentacle is beginning to look kind of rough and is beginning to slowly descend down over the edge. I'd be like, fuck the shit, I'm out style.
it's giving up on life.
Nope.
I know the feeling.
Evie, remember you do have potions.
Yeah.
It doesn't help when you get one hit KO'd.
Yeah. we need to get focus bands and focus sashes.
Yeah.
Right.
If you had done one damage less, Chespin would have lived through that. But
Yeah.
he had 17 points.
Yeah. Because it was like quadrupled.
Yep.
Is it a action to use the potion? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One more. She's gonna just try to hit him again.
14 does hit.
Yay!
Okay.
Just barely.
Well, now we know AC's 14.
Yeah.
All right.
7 damage.
7 damage, nice. And this tentacle is also beginning to look quite rough.
Yeah, you guys can, help me when I die.
You'll be fine. That, and then I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'll use Helping Hand on Riolu again.
Okay. Give him another 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, can he shake is poison something you can try to shake at the end of your turn? Is there anything we can do to help him other than the antidote?
I was looking, but I don't think it does. No, I don't think so.
Not a saving throw.
Yeah, because, in the games, Pokemon, you can't. You have to either use an
Yeah.
antidote or get him to a Pokemon Center.
Yep.
Right.
If you were in the old games, you could watch your screen flash every 2 steps, and your Pokemon takes 1 damage constantly.
I'm
Yep.
just kind of hoping maybe there was something like 5E5 for it, because it'll be. You can also quick attack and actually attack save turn too. You know.
Yeah.
I guess that would have been too generous to let us, shake off some poison.
Yeah.
Poor little Raulu.
He'll be okay. He's got this. He's not weak
Yeah.
to poison.
You're fine.
You're fine. Alright, it's the tentacles' turn. So we got the one that is next to Evie. That's going to take another attack. 14?
15 hits.
That's 5 poison
Five.
damage.
Okay.
Alright.
Fine. Ish.
Doo-doon, 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 doo-doon. That's 16.
hits.
Okay. That's 5 poison damage. I'm rolling real well. Okay.
Apparently.
And there is another one that is a 19 on Froki.
Yep.
That's 6 poison damage. As it just kind of peeks its head over the edge of the boat and just slaps Froki with its tentacle, jabbing more of its needles into the Froki's like skin.
Or just like, cut it out.
Spray a potion on Riolu. And quick attack.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
just be
yeah, look at
normal,
that.
so
Nice.
21.
Alright.
Cool. 3 damage.
Okay.
See, her throwing the antidote was dope, right?
That was clutch.
Alright. You're beginning to fight back. And this tentacle is beginning to reconsider its life choices. What's Froki doing?
Just gonna keep swinging.
Alright, that's a nice 20. Alright, that is 5. Oh, and as Froki delivers its final blow, you see the tentacle just kind of go, "Ooh," and hear a splash a second later back into the water as it faints.
Yeah. Get in there, Froki, you did it. Alright, then he'll just kind of skirt over here to try to help Evie get advantage so that we can kill that quick and then get over there to help Raoul.
Oh, nice. Alright. What's Evie doing?
V was actually going to try to throw a Pokeball.
Oh, okay.
One of us needed to.
That's fair. Let me bring up my little cheat sheet. Okay.
Getting low, so
Okay.
maybe let's try this. Catch my first Pokemon. Pokeball, go!
Hold on a second. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check as you toss the Pokeball.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow. I don't think I even need to calculate that. Yeah, you throw the
Guess we
Pokeball.
get a tentacle.
However, here's the thing. I want you to roll me one more thing, and I'm very sorry about this in advance. But
Okay.
this tentacle is on the edge of the boat. You're throwing a Pokeball, and it catches the tentacle, and then falls down directly on the ledge of the boat. And you see it wobble once, and then click, and you're like, oh
You grab
shit,
it.
critical capture! And then it begins to slowly roll off as the waves continue to rock the boat.
Eevee tries to dart forward to grab it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving, or dexterity check for Eevee, we'll say. I'll say DC
Also at
is
the
at
same-
like 12 because Eevee's really close, or Ivory's really close. Oh!
Alright, I get to roll again. Okay.
That is unfortunate.
Can I try to use the metal like ring too at the same time?
You haven't attuned it
You're
to
told
that
that they were-
Pokeball yet.
No. Okay.
Yep. So, Eevee, Ivory, you're like, Ivory, get it! And Ivory's like, I got you, fam, and bats it right off the boat.
What?
Oh, no.
Ivory's like, take that, you piece of shit. Oh wait, what? The Pokeball floats, to make it fair.
Yeah,
But it is
I
now
have to
over the edge.
grab that.
We'll have to deal with that when it comes.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy is now in a Pokeball. We'll get to that later. I'll go ahead and hide him for now. All right. This one's gonna go ahead. Oh wow, incredible.
That hits.
Okay.
We're coming to help, Milo. We're on the way.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to roll twice. That was only the first one.
They both hit.
That's 6 poison damage to Riolu,
Got it.
but immediately
Got it.
Riolu gets its next turn.
Quick attack. And did he have helping hand again? I think he got it a second
I
time.
think he did. Yes.
Oh, doesn't need it.
not need
Yeah, dude.
Don't need it.
4 damage.
4 damage, 4 damage. Pretty good. Pretty good.
And yeah, no. See, and here's the thing. Here's what's really unfortunate. I can't use my Pokedex because it's a bonus action quick attack.
Yeah.
I needed to use it with Chespin, but I forgot, and then he got, murdered. So that's it. That's all Riolu's got.
Okay, what's Froakie doing?
Well, I mean, we tried to help V and Evie out, but they had it under control, so she's just gonna kind of, since she's tiny, slip between our legs, go try to back up Riolu a little bit, stop the thing from jumping just him.
Okay. Sounds good. What's Evie doing now that it's successfully batted? Oh, okay, so you're just... Okay. 16 does hit, yes. 7. Which is exactly what Froakie needed.
Oh, yeah.
And
Everything works out.
You straight up rush past Riolu and just fucking face punch this tentacle, and it goes flying off the edge of the boat and just splashes down into the water, and you can no longer see it.
Ow. Okay. Ow. I don't feel good.
I've never tried to do potions work on this. I have like a surplus of them if you need one.
I don't think so. I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they kind of only work on Pokemon. I'll walk
He's
over
gonna
to
reach
Riolu.
over the edge and try to catch his Pokeball.
Okay, how are you doing this?
Just by reaching
Okay.
as far as he can, and whether or not that throws him
V.
overboard, we'll see.
Okay.
Don't fall off the boat, V. You told me that.
Got it.
Alright.
Almost. Hold on.
You want here? At least tie yourself off with a rope, so that we can hold it in case you fall.
Yeah, because we would have had to hold you by the waist, remember, for you to touch the tentacle, and he was
Yeah.
out the water climbing up the boat.
What do you? Oh,
I got rope though. I got rope if
Yeah.
you want to go. I don't know if it's necessarily a good call, but I got rope if you want to hop in.
I mean, if you just want
I mean,
Pokeball, could Froakie ride the rope down to it, grab it, and just fish it up?
It's actually got a swim speed, so it can actually just hop in the water and grab it for
Froakie,
us.
go get that for me, please.
Brooke, I'll lower the rope. That way she can climb back up it, and she'll just hop in the water real quick, grab the Pokeball, and climb back up for you.
I would say you guys aren't moving very fast. Probably D killed the engine as soon as you guys got, because she killed the engine when you guys got to the tentacle to show you something cool. So you haven't really been moving aside from just being slowly, dragged along by the waves. So yeah, Froakie's able to grab it for you. And also, you all get this much XP.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
Hell
yeah.
yeah, dude. Look at all the XP we got.
Oh, we're hitting trainer level 2, boys.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be
So,
what we
I can't do
need.
math.
Double check, to get to second level with your Pokemon, you need 200 XP. So calculate that first.
Yep, Froakie definitely leveled up. Good lord.
Hell
Oh yeah, Froakie. Froakie put in some work.
Yeah, Froakie, knocked a lot of them out, so.
She was still upset to get like hit so hard from that bite that first time. She was on a warpath.
Right? And then it's the second level, or they hit level 3 at what, 800, I think?
800, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't think anybody can hit that, but make sure to
Not quite.
put down the remainder of the XP that you get from that so that you can keep calculating upwards.
And you do roll. Let's see. Okay, so let's actually go through the leveling Pokemon part
Alright,
in
how
the
do we
book. I
level
think
up?
we roll hit dice.
You roll hit dice for your HP, so whatever your hit dice is, your Pokemon's hit dice is. It should be
where
on your
is
HP. If you
that?
open up your Pokemon's thing, it should have
yeah.
what their hit dice is.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I know it's late. I know we're kind of... I wanted to at least get you guys to level.
Yes.
And honestly...
That was fun. Chespin getting Yo was just so fortunate. Boy.
Right.
I was like, cool enough, Vine Whip, their water type, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna one-shot them. It's one shot.
Yeah. And see, the worst part is they're also poisoned, so like you don't get to fucking stab from grass.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to use Zubat because the only it has is grass because it's got absorbed, but the fucking poison, bro. Tentacool did us dirty, or Tentacool did us dirty.
Dude, I actually looked at them, and they are freaking powerful. They give you so much freaking HP. I didn't really consider it beforehand, but they're a menace.
Do we add anything other than just roll?
You roll for HP.
New move.
Yeah, you can choose from the moves you have a list of moves on the bio and info page, or at least you oh wait, it's only visible to GM, sorry. Let me go through them. Let me actually get...
Oh no, do you get to reroll ones on hit die for level up?
Oh, what should I do? Only once. I will say yes, you can reroll ones on a hit die, but only once. If you get a 1 again...
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I was just waiting for a break in the conversation to ask, so thank you.
Yes. I should probably move the moves thing. Sorry. So who leveled up? It's Ivory, right? Primarily? Yes. Ivory has... Oh, wait. Why don't I have a list of moves? Give me 1 second. I thought I
need to move.
So, at level 2, Ivory learns, or can learn, one of the following moves. Sand Attack, Baby Doll Eyes, or Quick Attack. So that you can bother the fuck.
And we can only have, like, the usual 4 moves, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So... I don't know what any of those moves do.
You will probably have to choose one and then just add it. Although Helping Hand... Yeah, Helping Hand is also a move, so you'll have to get rid of one if you wanted to learn.
I can't really hear what anybody's saying because Discord's being so shit.
Oh, sorry.
We'll go through the moves this week, G.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
Because, we'll have to add things and remove things, Like, Riolu can learn Feint or Counter and Counter, but he knows 3, so I need to remove 1 if I want both and weigh options.
Yep. And I think for Froakie can learn Bubble, Quick Attack, or Lick.
He's definitely learning Bubble. She needs a ranged option too.
Yeah. Now you can change moves every time you level up as well. So for example, when you hit level 3 and you decide to like grab another move, as long as it's in a previous level of moveset, you can replace and change around as much as you want.
Hell yeah, okay.
So for example, if you level up to level 3 and you're like, I actually don't want Bubble anymore, or like for example, I want to replace another one of my moves with Lick, you can also do that.
Hell yeah.
So just go ahead and take a look at the Pokedex, or like I think Cade left it in the source books. You're gonna have to look at the Pokedex for your starters or whoever's leveled up.
Yeah, which we are in Gen 5's book, I think.
I always forget after 4. Yeah, no. Gen 5 is Unova. Gen 6.
6, I think.
Yes.
Gen
Callus.
6. Yeah.
Yep.
It's the 5-6 book.
Yes.
Yeah.
I now have D10 moves on both my Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. And I need to roll for the tentacle that you caught.
Shiny, shiny.
It's not a shiny.
No,
Please.
unfortunately.
Although I keep on rolling really high for gender. What is up with that?
I have all female Pokemon.
You do, because it's 50-50, so yeah, you have... yeah, that's a female tentacle. And the nature is... I'm going to edit its stat block, and then I'm going to put it in your thing.
Okay.
And I mean, you still have it on you. You'll just have to transfer it to Acacia when you get to the gym, which, speaking of which, as you guys are kind of figuring this out and, like, looking at your Pokemon and going, hey, it looks like, you know, that battle went pretty okay. D is like, well... just in time, because it looks like we're coming up on Shell Island. Look over there. And she points off into the distance, and you see that there's a row of lights and a slightly raised kind of silhouette of a landmass up in front of you.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And she's like, well, it's
Shell
about
Island.
another 30 minutes. We should get there, pull into port, and you all can get some sleep on some dry land. How does that sound?
That sounds good. Really good. Yeah.
You doing all right there, buddy?
No, on a scale of 1 to 12, I'm at like a 6.
That's a very arbitrary
half.
scale, but all right then.
You know.